welcome to our program preview series. Each week we'll be taking a look at one of our 7 focus programs to hear how you'll get more in just 4 years. My name is Riley Little and I will be your host for today. This week we'll be exploring the psychology program, and here are the top 5 takeaways you need to know. Students earn both an honors Bachelor of Applied Science and Psychology from the University of Guelph and a General Arts and Science Diploma from Humber College concurrently in 4 years of full-time study. Now in this program, students have the option of a 3rd certificate, either in intercultural relations, organizational behavior, or research skills and analysis. You'll take courses related to Introduction to Psychology, Abnormal Psychology, and Indigenous Mental Health. The psychology program is very hands-on. You'll have the chance to do a 100-hour placement in your undergrad, something that's very unique in a psychology program.
Take part in an optional field course addressing Indigenous knowledge and mental health in Northern Ontario. Enrich your understanding of allyship, culture, and tradition in contributing to well-being within Indigenous communities.
Finally, join the International Psy-Chi Honor Society to discuss psychological news with other psychological professionals like yourself. To tell us more about the psychology program, I'm joined by Assistant Program Head, Dr. Adam Sanford. Adam's been with the University of Guelph-Humber now for 6.5 years and holds a PhD in psychology from the University of Aberdeen. Welcome, Adam. To get us started, could you tell us more about the psychology program and what it's all about?
The psychology program provides students the opportunity to attain 3 credentials in 4 years of study. In 4 years, upon successful completion of the program, students will earn an honors Bachelor of Applied Science degree in psychology from the University of Guelph, and a diploma in general arts and science from the Humber Institute of Technology and Advanced Learning, that is Humber College. The 3rd credential is 1 certificate from the 3 following opportunities. The first is intercultural relations, the second is organizational behavior, and the last one is research skills and analysis. The 3rd credential is an optional addition to the degree and diploma credentials. It depends on students' preferences and their completion of certain courses within the 4-year program that align with one of these certificates. By graduating from this program, students will position themselves as potential candidates for further training in psychology by pursuing graduate school study, and that's a master's degree, and in most cases are required by the discipline of psychology, a doctorate degree, or for pursuit in careers related to psychology straight out of the 4-year program, either by pursuing training in another related field or pursuing a career in healthcare or education-related fields.
3 credentials in 4 years sounds like a great opportunity. Could you tell us a little bit about the courses that students will need to take to work towards those 3 credentials in their first year?
Students in their first year will take breadth courses to introduce them to the discipline of psychology and related social sciences. Students will take 2 introductory psychology courses, Developmental Psychology 1, Writing for Psychology, and a course on Indigenous mental health in their first year. In addition, social sciences courses include 1 course each in sociology, philosophy, and anthropology. Lastly, they can expect to take a course on critical thinking and a general elective of their choosing from the electives offered by the Department of Liberal Studies. Together, these courses are breadth, that is foundational courses that provide the building blocks for undergraduate education in psychology.
And what about those 2nd, 3rd, and 4th year courses?
The courses in the 2nd year build on the knowledge and experiences gained in the 1st year. These courses delve deeper into our foundational knowledge of different areas of psychology with a particular focus on theory and empirical research that have influenced our understanding of behavior, cognition, and emotion. Students in the 2nd year can expect to take courses in social psychology, developmental psychology 2, psychology of learning, research methods in psychology, quantification in psychology 1, personality, neuroscience, and cognitive psychology, as well as 2 general electives. The focus on theory and empirical evidence helps students with their learning of the application of psychological principles in the 3rd and 4th years. In the 3rd year, students will learn about ethics in psychological practice and research, how tests are constructed, validated, and implemented in research and practice, psychological perspectives on mental health and illness, how drugs influence behavior, cognition, and emotion, how principles of learning apply to students with learning difficulties and disabilities, and how psychological theories have been applied to persuading others. Students also choose which of the certificate courses they wish to complete beginning in the third year. To earn one of the certificates, students must complete all the courses that align with the certificates, and that information can be found in the psychology program plan. Each certificate has the 3 courses that must be completed to earn the certificate, and 2 of those courses are completed in the third year, and the last course of the 3 is completed in the 4th year. So turning our attention to the 4th year, before beginning the 4th year, so before you actually get into the 4th year of the program, the significant decisions that students make is whether to complete their honours thesis while in the psychology program at Guelph-Humber. This course is optional, but it's almost always a required course for further training in psychology at the master's and doctoral levels of training. Most students who complete the honours thesis courses in their 4th year pursue graduate school for further training in their chosen field. However, as I said, the course is optional. Those who do not complete the honours thesis courses will instead complete the honours seminar in their final semester of the program. This course involves library-based research on a topic associated with the expertise of the course instructor and the theme of the seminar. This changes each year, but recent versions of the course have explored eyewitness memory, mindfulness and meditation practices for well-being, and cyber psychology. The core courses, those are the ones that everybody must take. They're mandatory for graduating from the program. In the 4th year include learning about psychological principles in historical context, cross-cultural psychology, applications of psychology to different areas of practice, theories of psychotherapy, and lastly, how to mediate and resolve conflicts.
I know a lot of our students are involved in activities outside of their coursework. What are some of our students' favorite hands-on experiences outside of the classroom?
Placement course is a favorite for many students because they have the opportunity in that course to job shadow a psychology practitioner in the field. And students will complete 100 hours of placement alongside their coursework, which focuses on reflecting on their placement experiences and tying together psychological principles to those experiences. So applying theory, for example, to those experiences during the placement. And this altogether provides ample opportunities for, as I said, networking, developing strong working rapport with others, and building a CV for graduate school or pursuing a career right out of the bachelor's degree program. Another favorite feature of the program among students is the field course to Moosonee and Moose Factory and the surrounding regions, which are all situated about 1,000 kilometers from Toronto in Northern Ontario. This course occurs in the early summer semester of each year and is open to all psychology students in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th years of the program. This field course is directed by the program head, Dr. David Danto, who specializes in Indigenous mental health and well-being and is a registered clinical psychologist with the College of Psychologists of Ontario. Students learn in this course about Indigenous approaches to mental health, strength, resilience, and adversity. It is a unique opportunity to learn about the differences between Western and Indigenous approaches to mental health and to examine how we might bridge the two to effectively provide treatment and develop mental health strategies for both Indigenous and non-Indigenous peoples. Students travel to Moosonee and the surrounding region to learn about these perspectives. And they come back reporting, I should say, a very transformative experience while on that trip. Lastly, our students benefit from the small class sizes at Guelph-Humber, which facilitates getting to know the professors. One of the consequences of this close contact with professors is getting involved in research projects being conducted by each professor. Almost all of our professors are actively engaged in research in their areas of expertise. And my experience has always been that these professors are always looking for assistance to help them with their projects. Oftentimes, there's more than one research assistant. So again, you're working as part of a team if you get hired onto the project and you get paid while learning about the research process from beginning to end. So this meaningful work usually includes conducting a literature review, contributing to research design, collecting data from human participants, and contributing to analysis of the data that you've collected and reporting of the results into a publication in an academic journal. It could be a policy paper, and also presenting at conferences. So you have that opportunity to network with those members of the delegations at the conferences.
Now that we know more about the psychology program, what type of student would you say is best suited for this program and field of study?
I think that the student who is confident that they want to study psychology and learn as much as they possibly can in 4 years of study is going to be a great fit for us. All psychology students in the program will complete a minimum of 24 psychology content courses and will experience learning of psychology with courses that focus on foundational knowledge and experiential learning, including the hands-on activities, some of which will take place in the classroom and some of which, as I mentioned, will take place outside the classroom when you go on field courses and study abroad and do research as an assistant. I'd also add that our program is a great fit for the student that, of course, wants to get involved in those extracurricular activities. I haven't mentioned societies and clubs and on-campus working groups, for example. There's various opportunities for the student that wants to get involved in various initiatives outside of the curriculum.
And Adam, as the assistant program head, why the University of Guelph-Humber?
The University of Guelph-Humber is dedicated to student success, a dedication that goes beyond just your program head, your assistant program head, and your professors in the 4 years of study. Everybody in academic advising, placement services, career services, library services, student life or student services, academic and campus technology services, and the Vice Provost's office want our students to succeed and will provide the supports that they can to ensure students have the opportunity to succeed in their studies and extracurricular pursuits that enhance their candidacy for careers of their choice in graduate school for further training. Our program is dedicated to excellence in our discipline and undergraduate education in psychology. By providing so many psychology content courses and experiential learning opportunities, we believe students will be prepared for careers related to psychology and further training at graduate school.
That brings us to the end of our first day of the psychology program preview series. Adam, thank you so much for joining me today. For those of you who are watching at home, make sure to stay tuned for events highlighting the psychology program for the rest of the week. Thank you.